guys, it's Sarah here, and today I'm back with a new video. So, I did make 2 videos yesterday, but I didn't upload them because I didn't like the way, because I couldn't be, super loud and energetic as, I usually like to be because my mom was home and she was watching Netflix out in the living room, so it made me feel a bit awkward, and it made me feel like I can't be as loud as I want to be and stuff. Also, this mask keeps falling. Also, if you didn't notice, I did do my makeup for this. I didn't necessarily do it just for this. I was kind of just playing with it since I have been improving my makeup skills for cosplay, because you can't cosplay without having good makeup or else you won't look like the character that much, will you? So today's video is going to be dedicated strictly to manga and maybe a bit of film because there's a film to this one manga. And I don't know if there's films to other ones except for animes maybe, but most of them not really. So I think so far I have 5 on the top of my head right now. But basically this video is about very not super dark, but since I don't really like watching since I don't really like watching or reading light stuff because sometimes I feel like it gets boring and repetitive. But although I do still like watching it and reading it still, I decided to make a list of darker animes. Kind of like Berserk, but Berserk is not on this list because everyone knows it. I mean, if you don't, then you're kind of just, you're not cool, let's just say. If you don't know Berserk, maybe you should read it or watch it, but if you watch it, I've kind of lost respect for you. That was cringy. Yes, I admit. Anyway, so the first one might be a bit unknown, but it's called Fort of Apocalypse. Crap. I messed it up. It's called Fort of Apocalypse. And the story is by Kurashi, and the art is by Inabe Kazu. I don't think I pronounced any of that right. But it's okay, because I'm not Japanese. I'm admitting I'm not Japanese, although I am a weeaboo. But that's okay. So basically, this is your basic zombie anime / manga. It's not an anime, I don't know why I said that. I'm retarded and I'm very nervous right now. I don't know why, I just feel I feel shy for some reason. Maybe it's because I haven't filmed a video in a while, so that's probably why. And not to mention, there's 40 people watching, so it's kind of embarrassing because I'm only used to maybe 20, which are my friends on Instagram watching. Anyway, back to the main topic. So, Fort of Apocalypse is basically, it takes place in jail, and I don't remember all the characters' names because they're not memorable. But in the beginning, it's dark because in the beginning they kind of have no hope for any hope to survive because they're in jail and there's a zombie apocalypse. So just picture that. You're literally incarcerated in this big facility, and there's zombies that break in, and then there's zombies, and they're in cells too, so that's not good. But it actually has a really good story, and it's not just limited to it's not limited to the jail cell. It's really cool because they have to go out and have to find stuff and supplies to keep themselves alive after they run out of it. Although being in the jail is kind of a pro because of the backup generators and things like that. But I really like this one because of the zombie dogs. The zombie dogs look super gnarly. They look like no zombie dog I've ever seen before. The hellhounds and what's it fucking called? Call of Duty. Those just look like regular dogs, just rari and scary, right? But these dogs, their faces look literally demented, and it looks so cool. And that's why you should read it. Not only because of the art, but because of the story. Its status is completed, by the way, so you don't have to wait for any updates. Unlike the other one by the same artist and story maker, which is which is not finished still. So the second one is The Flowers of Evil. You see, this one isn't that dark, but it's very interesting and very weird and kind of twisted. So basically we're following Kasuga. That is the main character's name. And so, oh, I forgot to tell you who it's by. It's by Oshimi Shuzo. Oshimi Shuzo, that's who it's by. I think the art and the story is by Oshimi Shuzo. Basically, Kasuga is also, I forgot to mention, sorry, I'm getting way ahead of myself. Also, it's kind of hot in here. I hate wearing this mask, but I don't want to show my face because then I would be even more embarrassed. Break time. Hey, I'm back from my slight break to drink some water. So, back to what we were talking about, which is Flowers of Evil. So, I might be incorrect about this, but I did read it in 8th grade, so I might be a bit rusty in my knowledge for that. But it is named after this novel by Balderas Les Flores del Mal. So basically, something like that. I think that's how I pronounced it, whatever. Basically, Kasuga is very obsessed with this book by that author. I don't think that's necessarily the reason why the actual author named it The Flowers of Evil, but whatever. So basically, his like morals kind of like revolve around it because he thinks of his crush, who is Psyche, and he thinks of her as an angel, right? But one day she leaves her gym clothes, and so he decides to take them and do lewd stuff with them. Although he doesn't. Instead, he praises it because he thinks of Psyche as his angel, right? So he doesn't want to lewd his angel because that's just gross. So he tries to bring it back, but he runs into the girl that's really quiet, Nakumara, sorry. Anyway, so she is very sick and twisted, and she makes Kasuga do really weird stuff, like really vile and weird, lewd stuff, which makes this manga kind of dark/weird. That's why I don't want to like name it super dark, but it's very like odd, let's just say. And I really like that because I like mangas that tend to be very different than like your like run-of-the-mill school slice of life anime, manga. It's just it's cool and all, it just gets a little bit repetitive. But I don't mind those things either because this kind of takes place in a school as well. As long as it has like a really cool twist to it, I think I'll read it. Kind of like School Live, which is zombie anime too. Lots of zombies. But I really like this one, I think the most out of this whole list because I don't know, it just really stuck out to me and I actually read it instead of like dropping it halfway or getting bored. It's just very interesting. It's not scary, it's very weird. Yeah. Next one is Starving Anonymous. So, Starving Anonymous is by the same author as Fort of Apocalypse, which is Kurashi Yu and Kazu Inabe, I think. Yeah, art and story by those two different guys. Sorry, I'm totally mixing it up. Anyway, Starving Anonymous is kind of my second favorite. Because it kind of gives me the Promised Neverland vibes, but with bugs instead of monsters, instead of demons, I mean. So, I don't know, I think this one is more scarier than The Promised Neverland because I didn't read it, but I watched The Promised Neverland, but from what I got, I kind of like this one, Starving Anonymous's like take on that kind of like plotline sort of story, like they're in like a factory getting stocked for like other things to eat, right? I like this one's like take on it better because it actually shows the monsters, and I don't know why, but in manga they depict the monsters way more scarier than in anime tend to be. So I don't think this one has an anime either, and if it did, I didn't watch it. I don't suggest watching it either because it's way more scarier because with each panel you're just like turning the pages, and sometimes it gets a really scary scene and panel and then a monster just jumps out and like it's really scary and really cool. So Starving Anonymous is really cool because of all the things I just said right now, and I keep repeating really cool. But I really like it. The art style is the same as like Fort of Apocalypse, which I told you has very demented faces. But in like the first like chapter, you're instantly drawn in with these people getting fed in a factory, and just the obesity is very it's very interesting to watch, and how like what they're drinking turns their mind to mush and they can't think for themselves, and it's really cool to watch. So definitely give that one a shot. Okay, last but not least, I saved this one for last because actually I think I have two more. Well, actually I have one more, but one honorable mention that I actually just started reading like this month. So we'll save that one for the end, okay? But the last one is called Mai-chan no Nichijou! And if you don't know what that is, then you're kind of outdated in the gore sense of things, because that's one of the most iconic, grotesque, grotesque mangas ever. It's basically revolving around Mai-chan. The character design not too special, other than the fact that she can regenerate with whatever happens, whatever the customer orders to do to her. They can do whatever they want, and basically she regenerates back. But the suffering is still there, which makes this manga very great. This is not more of a dark manga, but definitely a gory manga. Because like, it's a bit light-toned in the comedy sense, but when it gets down to it, it gets down to it. Especially, and like, I think it's the end of the chapter, has to do with Mai-chan's baby. But this is written and drawn by Uziga Waita, who's one of my favorite grotesque manga artists ever, because I just really like his art style and have tons of his work saved on my phone. Just for admiring, let's just say. So basically, they can do whatever they want to her, is the whole premise and stuff. So there's not much to explain on that, other than it's very gory, and if you want something to, I don't know, look at that's bloody, I suggest Mai-chan no Nichijou, which translates to Mai-chan's daily life. You can read it on N Hentai if you'd like. I tried getting the physical copy because I really loved the manga and the art so much, but it was like $60 on eBay, because it's like, I don't think they publish things that are that gory and stuff, because I don't know, it's just not normal, I guess you can say. But you could definitely enjoy it online. That's where I enjoyed all my Uziga Waita stuff. So, I wanted to talk about the film for Uziga Waita's Mai-chan no Nichijou. So, I actually bought it because it was cheaper than the manga, and I really like his work, right? But this is an actual disgrace to the manga, let's just say. Although it does have its very good gory panels inside of this, I did like it for that, but it just kind of differs from the story, I guess you can say. But there's a lot of lewd scenes in here that I really enjoy. Not just gory, but just normal as well. So you can definitely get this. I got it on Amazon, by the way. Actually, a friend bought it for me because I was complaining that my mom wouldn't buy it for me. So I have to owe them that thanks. Okay, so the last one, which is the honorable mention, which is Toilet Bound Hanako-Kun, is a supernatural comedy, slice of life kind of, and it's by Aida, I'm pretty sure. I'm gonna definitely fact check all of these later on, but whatever. So basically, I kind of like this one because it's like cute and supernatural, and it gives me Ruby Gloom vibes. If you don't know what Ruby Gloom vibes is, it's basically this like show on Netflix. I think it was a long time ago. I don't know if it's still on there because I haven't watched Ruby Glooms in a while. But it's like supernatural, but kind of like not too much to the point where it's like if you were like, I don't know, 12, you can read it and you'll still enjoy it with a bit of like spookiness. I would say it's the manga that could get you into like supernatural stuff if you like really weren't into that genre. I really enjoyed Toilet Bound Hanako-san. I'm still reading it. I think I'm on chapter 30 out of 50. But it's really cute, and the characters are really well designed, as well as the art is very, very, very detailed. And I really like it so much. So, those are all the dark, super scary mangas that I've been, that I've been reading, sort of. Or just honorable mentions, not honorable mentions, just a list. Why couldn't I just say a list? So that's basically all I have to say. Sorry for not uploading yesterday. I was just shy. じゃあね、また明日。